Few people had more influence on a changing, growing Denver than Helen G. Bonfils. Born to the co-founder of the Denver Post, Frederick Bonfils, Miss Helen, as she was known to nearly all, made her mark in many ways. Few who met her, even once, forgot the encounter.
She called everyone darling, you know. And she was just great, though, and she just made you feel like you were her only friend, or she was your best friend.
Helen was a chameleon. She was a different thing to everyone she met, but she charmed them all.
A glamorous, statuesque, commanding figure, Miss Helen was far more than a society woman. She managed the Elitch Theater with her first husband and appeared in several plays there. She went on to produce others on Broadway. But it was her control of the Denver Post for 35 years that proved her business acumen. She'd be proud to know the table from her mansion still serves in the Post's boardroom.
What Miss Helen loved most of all in the world was the Denver Post, and after that, the theater.
I'd put the two together, the theater and the Post, but there's a different type of love. The Post was her child, and she was, I guess the theater was her lover.
In some ways, this charismatic woman was enigmatic as well. Though outgoing, she was a private person, some say almost shy. She once turned down dinner with the Queen of England rather than disclose her birth date to get a passport. Though her philanthropy lives on in many Denver locations, reflecting her community spirit and love for the arts, Miss Helen considered herself a soft touch, often willing to help those she'd never met, but hating to be solicited. A place in the Colorado Business Hall of Fame seems only appropriate for this one-of-a-kind personality.
She would be proud. She'd also be a little shy. She'd say, "Oh, darling, you don't need to do that," and she'd really mean it, you know.
She received, obviously, many awards through her life, but none that did recognize her business abilities and her contribution to the economic and business life of this community. She would be pleased and surprised.